Every home game's an occasion here in Orlando. And as they came in earlier, the Magic were dressed for what they hope is a special night for them and their fans. A spectacular sight as we approach our broadcast location in downtown Orlando through the air. It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA in all its excitement. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much. We have all heard the rumors regarding Kyrie Irving's moodiness. His teammate Kevin Durant said, "Kyrie is an artist. He has his way of doing things, and I support him 100%. Irving said, "Human beings have mood swings. I don't have to be perfect. My teammates know who I am, and I'm proud of who I am." Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at Brooklyn, off to a great start this season, currently in second. And, of course, there's the Magic, 2 spots down.
Yeah, I think for the Nets, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
And the credit belongs to them for what they did and didn't do during the offseason. I mean, they had a vision, they set it out, and they've stayed true to it.
So the Nets starting 5. Irving and LeVert are at the 1 and 2. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center, and it's Harris in at the 3 slot. And for Orlando, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3. Greg, obviously, we're early on here. We already have seen some second-year players looking much more improved over their rookie year.
I mean, if you put in the work, you're not guessing as much. And listen, the fact that you now have gone through the season, you've got a better sense of who you are and what you can do out on the floor. I know I cut way back on my turnovers at the start of my second year, and you go into the offseason with specific goals and areas where you want to improve.
You think there's more growth between your first and second year than any other 2 years in your career?
You could make that case, no doubt about it, because that's you're still thinking you can be one of the all-time greats no matter who you are at that stage, and so you tend to put in a little more emphasis in terms of improvement.
And Orlando has possession. After the basket by Brooklyn, here's Fultz. No good with the triple. Vucevic against Allen. Kicks it to Harris. Outside Irving. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
You know, that goes back, I think, to playing with LeBron in their Cleveland days. Kyrie learned how to operate without the ball son.
Outside Fournier. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Fournier's got 6 points.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Durant. A 29-point game for him in the win against New York.
And also 4 blocks. I mean, just an important factor on both ends.
And it's Gordon missing.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Here's KD. Nails the 16-footer.
Boy, that in-between game of Durant's is deadly. Give him this shot, and you'll regret it.
Now here's Fultz. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Cleveland.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist totals show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
Just 2 to shoot. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders. And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. And not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing. And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing, and when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
Here's Gordon. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. The pass to Vucevic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And although the passes aren't flashy by any means, Nikola Vucevic, a very effective playmaker at the pivot.
And Vucevic is very calm when pressed. Reads the defense well and makes the simple but impactful pass. Great in dribble handoffs. It's a big reason he averages almost 4 assists a game.
That free throw, no good.
And Clark, you can see Nikola Vucevic following the trend of many other centers in our league. He's incorporating that three-point shot into his arsenal.
Well, how about these numbers, Greg? I mean, Vucevic was taking over 4 threes a game. That's like a perimeter player on some teams. I mean, he shoots a respectable clip from that range. But I think it's part of just trying to keep other centers honest as to why he shoots that many. You know, he was the 16th pick in the 2011 NBA draft, and Vucevic became an all-star for the first time in 2019. Took him a while, but he got there.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
The Magic shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. The first one falls.
Boy, you look at Isaac, and all you think he needs to do is add some weight. And he's got terrific skills and a promising future.
And both free throws good for Isaac. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, pass to LeVert. Goes up on the wing. Allen, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, you see the hustle from Allen there, guys, and his relentlessness and the mindset to keep at it really allows him to gobble up those offensive boards.
Now here's Gordon. He had 22 points in the win against Cleveland. Fournier against LeVert. Fournier's shot is off.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
They recover it. They get it back. Nets leading by 4. Harris with it. Isaac picks him up. Harris against Isaac. Harris looking it over. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And now another look at that mobile one block defensive performance.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
For Orlando, they won their last contest, that game against the Cavaliers.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
Boy, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit. Getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
Here's Irving, following the basket by Evan Fournier. KD's shot is off. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Trailing by 2. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
And they won the season series last year, trying to continue those winning ways this time around.
And you look at it, two middle-of-the-pack teams. They both need every win they can get as they try to ensure they get into the playoffs and maybe even get a decent seed.
Now, here's Fultz. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. And here we have a rundown of the players you don't want on you when you're putting up a shot. The leaders in blocks over the last month. Jonathan Isaac, number 1.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
So for the Magic, Ahmed Bamba, he's checked in for Vucevic. Terrence Ross comes in for Isaac. And Anthony subbed in for Fultz. Dinwiddie's checked in for the Nets.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Irving against Anthony. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area. You know, what comes to mind first when you think of Irving is his handles. Rush hour tight, but also his dynamic ability as a scorer.
No good on the second free throw.
And Clark, last season for Mo Bamba, another step in his progression. Still limited minutes. The team waiting for things to click for the young man.
Agreed. I mean, it's the offense that needs the most work, Greg, but they knew he was going to be a project. They knew this was going to be a work in progress with Mo Bamba, but his defense is already there. I mean, he can hit the glass and protect the rim with the best of them.
Here's Anthony. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Outside Fournier. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Nets leading by 5. Dinwiddie wide open. A three-pointer, no good. Orlando's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Passes it to Ross. From outside, off the mark. The Nets have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. A nice shot by LeVert.
You got to D up LeVert better than that, but I mean, he excels at scoring over the defense.
The Magic shooting pretty grave so far, about 23%. Pass to Ross. Allen with the rebound. For Brooklyn, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Here's Dinwiddie. Offensive rebound. And then Durant with the jam.
Yeah, he's got those Inspector Gadget arms. I mean, they go on forever. Durant a threat on the offensive glass, too.
Ross against LeVert. They get it again. Here's Bamba. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nets.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
The first free throw is good. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Here's Anthony. Last time out he had 13 points. And there's the pass to Ross. Bamba inside. Guarded by Jordan. And here's Anthony for 3. Brooklyn leading by 7. Here's Luwawu. Back to Dinwiddie. Takes a 3. And Bamba pulls it down. Here's Ross. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul. Carter Williams, he's checked in for Orlando. Pass to Ross. And here's Gordon. Wants to get it to Carter Williams and does. Passes to Ross. 6 on the shot clock. Bangs home the trifecta.
Man, I like the three-point stroke of Ross. Gets it off so effortlessly. Man, he's got terrific form.
Dinwiddie dishes to Prince. Back to Dinwiddie. Jordan inside. He's against Bamba.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Here's Carter Williams. After the basket by Brooklyn. For 3, Ross. Offensive rebound. Nice shot there by Bamba.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession.
And let's take a look now at some stats for Gordon. Last year, getting it done. Last season, put up about 14 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you can't downplay the importance of good size off the bench.
Space invader, a big guy who simply holds his ground and makes opponents work around him. That's good stuff. His mid-range shot is very solid. I mean, for some reason, the defense let him have it.
1:30 left to play here in the first. Shamet and the three off target.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Dinwiddie with the steal. Inside, here's Prince, and that one is hammered home.
Prince, a really solid athlete, throwing it down nicely there.
Outside, Gordon. Back to Carter Williams. He kicks it to Ross. Pulls it up. Doesn't go for him. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Green passes to Dinwiddie. And here is Shamet from downtown. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the middle. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And Gordon taking advantage of the fact that when he gets up in the air like that, nobody's interested in getting in his way.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And it's Shamet missing. The Magic trail by 4. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you know, Gordon's so crafty and full of tricks that he keeps the defense guessing.
The Magic have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
The free throw drops for Gordon.
Aaron Gordon has a special combination of athleticism and size, and I think his skill set is perfectly tailored for how the game is played today.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 12 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Dinwiddie left side. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Brooklyn Nets. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Right back after this break. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to face night in and night out.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot in the first half, where they, hitting on all cylinders, playing good brand of ball, moving fast, playing great defense. And I feel like we're at that level to start the game, and then, it's about who can last at that level the longest.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. We've got DeAndre Jordan. Prince out there with Green. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Dinwiddie in at point guard. And the first one at the line is good. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason, honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
Isaac misses. Brooklyn leading by 3. Here's Shamet. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Vucevic.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
The Nets have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Fultz, he's checked in for Orlando. And a change for the Nets. Joe Harris is checked in for Taurean Prince.
One shot.
Free throw good from Shamet. Here's Fultz. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Isaac. Kicks it to Ennis. And stolen by Harris. All going up court. Finishes the break with a slam.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
The pass to Fultz. Kept alive. Carter Williams. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Pass to Green. There's the dish to Harris. Vucevic against Jordan. Here's Dinwiddie. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Magic trail by 6. Ennis passes to Vucevic. Shoots from 12. Isaac trying to break free. And he gets it back. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Now Dinwiddie. He picked up 27 points in their last win against New York.
And boy, did he have it going offensively. He lived at the line during that game as well, and that's where he got a lot of those points.
On the wing, Isaac. Guarded by Harris. Back to Isaac. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Gotta like the aggressiveness there inside from Isaac. Not afraid to mix it up and go into the defender.
The Magic have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. And the first one drops. The Magic making a switch here. Fournier is checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Durant comes in for Jeff Green. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. So he gets them both. And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Irving knocking down that 3. Textbook form, too. Never rushes anything. Mechanics are efficient and effective.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Now here's Carter Williams. Defense is right there. Shot clock at 2. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here. Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Greg, is a point guard. What is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
The Magic trail by 10.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
He dishes it to Fultz. And finished off by Fultz.
You got to clog up the clear lanes to the basket. You can't give him room to operate. When you do, Fultz scorches you with his speed.
Shamet the pass to Allen, and then Allen slams it in.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And here's Fultz. He feeds it to Vucevic. And it's sent back by Allen.
Boy, that expansive reach of Allen. I mean, so good at positioning himself and using his length and timing to stifle shooting. You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about. And so quick off the ground is Isaac. I mean, a huge target for his teammates when he's looking for that lob.
Shamet kicks to Irving. A three-pointer off the mark. The Magic trail by 8. Isaac finds Fournier. Good on the three-point shot. Fournier's got 11.
And quite honestly, Fournier just has a good basketball IQ, a high basketball IQ. Knowing even before he gets the pass that he's got time and space to shoot.
The shot's good from Irving.
He's certainly starting to heat up from outside. That's his third for the game, his second in this quarter.
Outside Fournier. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep. And it was a strong year for Evan Fournier. Career highs for him in several categories.
Greg, I like his game. I mean, he's got really nice size. He's highly skilled, plays at a comfortable pace. There's a lot to like about what's in his package. And, you know, he's one of those guys that seems like he's been around forever, and yet he's just now entering the prime of his career. That's scary for opponents.
Well, it was a career year for Evan Fournier, just at the right time. Opted out of his player option over the summer, and he was a free agent.
And Fournier proved that he can put up numbers. Aggressive looking to create with the ball in his hands. This team got a great weapon signing Fournier.
First one falls for him.
Out of France, the sharp-shooting Fournier, an important player to this team because of his scoring ability.
So for the Nets, Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Harris. And Karis LeVert subbed in for Landry Shamet. And so Fournier nails both of them. Nets leading by 3. Down low, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Here's a look at some stats for Markelle Fultz. Last season's performance for him, he was around 12 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
To the inside, Vucevic, and it's sent back by Allen.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Fultz, no good.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And, guys, Caris LeVert can do so much while he's on the basketball floor. The problem for LeVert is just staying on the basketball floor.
Yeah, injuries have really slowed him down the last couple of years, Greg, and it's unfortunate because this kid's an outstanding player. He gets it done in every way as a wing scorer. He can make plays, he can defend, he can score the ball.
Take a break.
LeVert says he tries to model his game after Penny Hardaway, and if he can stay healthy, I don't think that comparison's too far off.
And the free throw drops for LeVert.
And a great job from the line this quarter. They've gotten their percentage way up there.
For the Magic, Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Aaron Gordon comes in for Jonathan Isaac. And it's Ross in for Markelle Fultz. Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, you know what? I think you got to be excited about LeVert's potential. This kid seems to get better and add more to his game every year.
Anthony dishes to Gordon. Back to Anthony. Shot on the wing. And too long on the shot.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that
A
dunk?
nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Now here's Fournier. He's guarded closely. To stop the run. Anthony can't hit. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Irving against Ross. Lets it fly from 18. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Irving's got the lead up to 11 now for Brooklyn. Anthony with it. No points in the game yet for him. Now here's Ross with the shot. They get it back. Outside Fournier. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Nets leading by 9. Outside Irving, but they recover it. Fournier against LeVert. Rebound by the Magic. Bamba's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Anthony. Let's go. And there are the Magic with another bucket. Here's LeVert. He picked up 21 points in their last win against New York.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the stripe a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
Poke loose. 6 to shoot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
Boy, Caris LeVert reads defenders very well. This guy is an instinctive offensive player.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Shooting 2.
And the free throw drops for LeVert.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Green, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. And so he makes both from the line.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Gordon, the pass to Anthony. Fires the three. Anthony missing again.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Pass to LeVert. A second chance effort, and it's good on the way in. LeVert's got 12 points in the game.
And, you know, we've talked about LeVert's vertical before, guys, and they're using it to be a force on the glass.
And it's Gordon penetrating.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
There's the pass to Dinwiddie. Releases from 15. No good that time. And Orlando will come the other way.
I tell you what, for him, this has been a game to forget. But somehow they still find themselves with the lead.
1:43 left now here in the second. Now LeVert. He's got 12. Dinwiddie's shot is off. The Magic trail by 7. Here's Fournier. Here's Gordon. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Really a fantastic job by Gordon to bury himself down there, giving the defense really no other choice than to foul him.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
First free throw is good. And with the dunk contest in Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Ennis comes in for Evan Fournier. And it's Carter Williams in for Anthony. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Nets. They've led by as many as 11 points. Pass to LeVert. And it's Orlando with the rebound. To the paint. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Boy, you look at Gordon, he is cut up now. Fantastic at being able to overcome physical defenses because of his own physicality.
The free throw drops for Gordon.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
No good on that one. And he sinks the second.
And you have to like the way he's attacking the defense, drawing fouls and getting himself chances at the line this quarter.
Dinwiddie, the bounce pass. That's tipped. Here's Green. Bamba with the block.
Boy, great timing and awareness there from Bamba. He sends shots away on the daily.
Up top, Carter Williams. Dinwiddie covering. Lob pass to Gordon. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
Man, I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
And here is Ross. From deep. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Brooklyn Nets. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 14 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, if you compare the assist numbers, you can see who's been the superior team. And they're playing a much better brand of basketball. That bodes well for them the rest of the way.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Magic.
They were strong in transition. Seemed like the guys fed off the higher tempo. Certainly, they definitely got the looks they wanted, playing an outstanding game. They can keep it up in the second half, they may wear the other side out.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. A fantastic game from Aaron Gordon in this one.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Fultz, and it's Isaac in at the 3. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half. And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Sunday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers. Then on Tuesday, they'll tip off a road trip in New York where they'll take on the Knicks. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots at the game right here.
And I look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year. 78%, so not too bad.
And that one misses. That one drops. He ties it up.
Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
Fultz against Irving. Here's Durant. Here's Allen. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Allen's got 6.
Boy, exhibiting toughness right there and persistence. Allen might have been fouled on that inside basket.
Here's Fultz. Count it, and the foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And you got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
And the feeling is with Fultz, tremendous potential. Could be one of those game-changing type point guards who scores and passes with ease.
Passes it to KD. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Fultz finds Isaac. And Isaac throws it down.
For a young player, I like the way Fultz sees the floor. He knows and feels when a guy is open.
It's LeVert on the wing. Back to Irving.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
90 seconds now into the second half. Shot from the top of the key. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Gordon with no one around. Here's Fultz. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Jared Allen.
Hey, I tell you what, I like the fact that Markelle Fultz is not afraid of contact. He doesn't mind getting roughed up. When he's going up with his shot, he plays through that contact nicely.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Fultz. Both good from the line that time. Nets trail by 5. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Irving with a clean look. And the foul called on Jared Allen. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Well, you know, on some nights, Irving just unguardable, and that's when you just keep letting him do his thing.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
The Nets making a switch here. Jordan's checked in. The Magic have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Fultz dishes to Fournier. Pass to Gordon. And it's sent back by KD.
That extraordinary reach combined with good timing makes Durant a real threat as a shot blocker. Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
Outside Gordon. Fournier finds Vucevic. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Big boy muscle that time by DeAndre Jordan was not going to be stopped. Got the hoop, +1.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And, you know, that's not the kind of percentage any player wants to see next to his name at the end of the season.
Landry Shamet's checked in for Karis LeVert. Free throw good, Jordan.
You know, Jordan to me is one of the more reliable bigs in the league. He takes a lot of punishment and rarely takes a night off.
At the elbow, Vucevic, shot to stop the run, and that's going to be a treble. These players have excelled at setting up their teammates this month. The 2K leaderboard shows us the recent assist leaders. Kyrie Irving is second.
Really been in sync with his teammates over that period. I mean, his passing has been phenomenal.
Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
And the pass to KD. Over Fultz. KD's shot is off. The Magic trail by 3. Pass to Fournier, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
The Frenchman Fournier, always looking to get the shot up, but really good at drawing fouls.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
And that one falls for Fournier. And so Fournier nails both of them. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Outside, KD to the inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, overall now, in terms of defensive strategy, sending Jordan to the line is not as effective as it used to be. He's improved as a free throw shooter.
The Nets have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. And he makes the first. And so Jordan nails both of them. The Magic trail by 3. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. A wide open look here for Vucevic. Off target with his 3. Brooklyn with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. And Harris wide open. He shoots, connects from 3-point range.
And now they're turning this game into a drag race, sprinting out for easy fast break baskets.
Fultz kicks to Gordon. Isaac outside. Just 4 to shoot. Orlando needs to get off a shot. And Durant sends it back. And here again, the Nets in transition. Up the court they go. And that one's good, Shamet. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Vucevic.
How about the concentration level of Vucevic? I mean, we often overlook that, but just keeping his hands steady on the shot attempts, even while getting bumped and roughed up a bit.
Anthony's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Fultz with the ball. 7 points in the game. Passes it to Fournier. Back to Fultz. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Shamet the pass to Irving. Jordan dishes to Irving. Irving double team. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Boy, a dynamic wing with freakish length. Durant is the ideal alley-oop target.
Now here's Fultz. 9 points in the game so far. Down low. Tries from 10, and it's Vucevic missing.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Well, it's fun watching Irving share the ball. I mean, when he concentrates on running the offense, this team is really dangerous.
Fultz against Irving. Fultz the pass to Fournier. No good on the three. Brooklyn leading by 8. Inside, Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
You know, why settle for the layup when you're this close? Durant might as well just turn it over and punch it home.
Here's Fultz. Pass to Isaac. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3 from Anthony. And it's Irving with the rebound. And it's Irving with the ball for the Nets. And off the front iron, and in it goes. KD's got the lead up to 12 now for Brooklyn. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And Jordan sends it back. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. James Ennis comes in for Fournier. And it's Ross in for Fultz. To the middle to end the run. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
A top 10 pick in the 2018 draft, Mohamed Bamba. Mo Bamba for short is a terrific athlete and has a great work ethic too.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Bamba. Carter Williams, he's checked in for Orlando. And a change for the Nets. Green's checked in. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Brooklyn leading by 11. Here's Dinwiddie. That 3 off the mark. Here's Ennis. The shot, no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
And without a doubt, Taurean Prince comes in looking for his shot. At times, however, he can have tunnel vision.
You know, Greg, it's funny you say that because I like to think of it more as selective seeing, and he wants to see the basket more than he sees his teammates. But that's not all bad for a guy like Prince. I mean, you know, some teams actually need a player who's aggressively looking to score at all times. And I think ultimately, though, it'll limit his usage if he can't become a better distributor of the ball as well.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
It's stolen by Ennis. Here's Ross. And that one drops for him. Ross has got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's a case where the deceptive strength that Ross has helps him score over the defense. You can't afford to take this guy lightly.
The pass to Irving. Over Carter Williams. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Dinwiddie. Irving's got 19 points.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Ross dishes to Ennis. Pass to Isaac. That shot, no good. Dinwiddie with some nice D. In transition, here come the Nets. Second shot opportunity. That one a little long. The Magic trail by 9. Here's Isaac. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And, you know, Isaac is not afraid of a little contact. When he's shooting, he looks for contact.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Isaac. The Magic making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Jared Allen's checked in for Green. Kevin Durant comes in for Taurean Prince. And Karis LeVert subbed in for Kyrie Irving. That one misses.
And Jared Allen, the big man out of Texas, a big part of his impact is how well he moves as a center. Very long and covers a ton of ground on both ends.
Pass to Dinwiddie. Here is Durant. Clock at 6. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. KD's got 8 points here in this quarter.
How do you stop Durant on the drive? I mean, this guy is mobile, he's long, and he's got tremendous ball skills.
Inside, and Isaac throws it down. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 13 rebounds.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And with Allen, the amount of floor he can cover with a few steps is staggering.
And, Kevin, it lets him take away chances and opportunities on D. On the other end, one step to the hoop, and he's completely relocated as a target. One of the best moving bigs in our league.
We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter.
Super recognition that time to come up with the block shot, as LeVert was quick to recognize where he was and get off the ground.
KD can't get it to go. The Magic trail by 8. Pass to Anthony. Now Bamba. He's got 6. Anthony looking it over. Shoots over Dinwiddie. And that one's good, Anthony. Brooklyn leading by 6. Dinwiddie outside. Now the pass to LeVert. It's no good. He is 4 for 10 in the game. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. We've got 28 seconds left in the third. Pass to Isaac. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Isaac misses. Brooklyn's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them.
Focus, intense focus. Durant has bundles of it. Once he catches the rock, the first thing on his mind is let it go.
And here is Ross for 3. That shot off. And so it's Brooklyn in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. So for Brooklyn now, Dinwiddie runs the point with LeVert flanking him. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center, and it's Harris in at the small forward position. Passes it to Gordon. Fultz with the ball. He kicks it to Ross. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Allen. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
The first free throw is good.
And Clark, when he comes in the game, you know that Terrence Ross is looking to score. That's his role, and boy, he relishes it.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's cut from the cloth of the old school bucket getters, where you know their primary objective and focus is to put it in the basket, and they do it a lot of different ways and at a high volume. Well, that's who Terrence Ross is. He's an explosive, dynamic, packs a lot of points in the short periods of time score.
A look from Harris. It's hauled in by the Magic. Ross has got 4 rebounds now tonight. "14 feet away. A rebound by the Nets. LeVert's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
Tell you what, when Durant is feeling it, he puts on some swagger. He's going to let you know he's got it going.
A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Pass to Ross. It's up a 3. Rebound, Brooklyn.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play. That's going to send Kevin Durant to the line. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon. Evan Fournier's checked in for James Ennis.
Well, you look at Durant, and it's obvious he feels like he's got so much more to prove. I mean, he's as driven a player as you'll find in this league. That's part of his greatness.
Jordan against Fournier. Brooklyn leading by 14. Here's Dinwiddie. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
The pass to Gordon. And they double up Gordon. Kicks to Fultz. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Vucevic, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
Established his position with a strong base. You got to box out Vucevic better than that.
Harris outside. Lobbed up there for KD. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop to loop all day long on the highlight reel.
With the teardrop, and it's laid in by Fultz. Fultz has got 9 points now in just the second half.
And, you know, Fultz has great control on these floaters. Not an easy shot, but he makes it look easy.
So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. The Nets making a switch here. Green's checked in. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Here's Fournier. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
An excellent example of concentration there from Fournier. Did a nice job under pressure keeping his balance.
Greg, it's pretty typical for players of the past to talk about current players and say they may have struggled had they played when I played. What do you think of that line of thinking?
You know, I just don't agree with that. And I think we all do that. We all feel like our era was the best. I had the same thoughts being passed my way when I first came into the league.
I'm sure.
The reality is these guys work just as hard as guys worked back in our era. They just have more understanding of what their value is. And in a lot of ways, they've got more courage to speak out because, you know, let's face it, they're more of a bullseye on their back in today's era with social media than we've ever seen before.
That is true. And they get it back.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Pass to KD. And Durant gets double teamed. To the paint. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
Now here's Fultz. Lays it up off the glass. Fultz has got 6 in the quarter.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
It's Fournier on the wing. Levert defending. And so Green will bring it up for Brooklyn. Harris. It's hauled in by the Magic. Gordon's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off. It's just been a frustrating day for him all the way around, and it's rubbed off now, I think, on the rest of the team.
Here's KD. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. KD's got 33.
Well, that's par for Durant. I mean, that's what he gives you, the ability to score at all 3 levels.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Isaac's checked in for Orlando. Then for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Green, and it's Kyrie Irving in for Dinwiddie. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Steve Clifford went over with his guys during the break. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. You don't have to make up the deficit all at once. We'll see if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Nets leading by 13. Outside Irving. Passes to KD. From deep three-point range, Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Lob pass to Gordon, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Fultz.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
Nets have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. No good from Irving. Orlando, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Here's Vucevic, and he banks in the layup.
Love the way Vucevic gets his puppies up and down when he runs the floor. Just looks like he wants to beat everybody to the basket.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's Irving. Now Kevin Durant. Outside Jordan. Shot clock at 6. Great D that time from Vucevic. The Magic trail by 11. 5-on-3 break. Here's Gordon. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Gordon. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Brooklyn leading by 10. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
And, you know, LeVert, when he's on a roll, he's like a boulder. It just keeps snowballing in a positive direction, and nothing can stop it.
Fultz against Irving. Pass to Vucevic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Vucevic.
Boy, you have to like how he's challenging the defense now in the second half. Getting to the line for a lot of free throw opportunity.
And here is Irving. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggression.
And stolen by Irving. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving leading the charge.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And that one falls for Irving. Fultz with the ball. Outside Fournier. The pass to Vucevic. Over Jordan. And the call will be against Fournier. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
And KD's got the ball here for the Nets. Timeout called, the Nets.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
Well, he's got his field goal percentage in the high 50s, and that says a lot about how well he's been able to kind of exploit the gaps in the defense. His motion, his ability to find open spots on the floor, you can definitely see the difference.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Now, here's LeVert. Outside Irving. Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
There's a reason why Jordan's a high percentage shooter. Shooting percentage a function of the kind of shots you get. He opts mainly for dunks.
Fultz against Irving. Here's Fultz. Pass to Isaac. Left side Fournier. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
And it's Durant missing. The Magic trail by 17. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
They get the rebound. Here's Vucevic. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Fires, high post, the putback, and there's Jordan putting it right back in. And the Nets lead by 19.
Well, I like how Jordan embraces his role on this team. I mean, it's all about rebounding and putbacks for him at the offensive end.
Irving against Fultz. Four on the clock. Passes it to Vucevic. Jordan with some nice D. Nets leading by 19. Irving double team. Outside Jordan. On the wing, Harris. Vucevic defending. It's hauled in by Gordon. Orlando's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. No good from outside. Brooklyn's gone 2-3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Boy, he's got outstanding balance. Kyrie Irving is so good at converting through contact. For a little guy, he's one of the best I've seen.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. And then for Brooklyn, Green, he's checked in for Durant. Landry Shamet comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Brown in for Karis LeVert. Now a timeout called by Orlando.
He's forcing shots offensively, hurting his team in the process. He needs to trust his teammates more.
Johnson, he's checked in for Irving. Clark kicks to Aminu. Johnson against Carter Williams. Pass to Clark. Dishes it to Ennis. To end the drought. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Green. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nets. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Nets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
Man, always nice to get win number 1 against the opponent. You'll be seeing a total of this matchup 4 times over the course of the year. So they set the tone tonight, though, for their season series against the Magic.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Kevin Durant.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Taurean Prince, he's checked in for the Nets. Good on both. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the pass to Clark. The dish to Aminu. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Ennis passes to Carter Williams. Here's Okeke. 5 on the clock. Off the mark, and the drought continues. 59 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Johnson. And no good. So Orlando will take it the other way. And it's Aminu in the corner. Puts it up from 7. A nice shot by Okeke.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
Brooklyn in control. Now Shamit. Passes to Brown. Launches a three. It's Clark with the rebound. Pass to Aminu. Fires for three. They grab their own miss. Great tee that time from Green. And here is Johnson. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.